Do you have any story to tell? Tell us.
Actually, today I want to hear from the Achan.
Do you have any
the,
story?
the
Uh,
story which was never been told by anyone.
oh, that's a difficult one. Okay. I don't know how to tell a story. I'm not good at telling a story. Hmm. So the first one is Matughata, killing the mother. Any story anyone can remember?
This is one everyone knows about Moggallana. Venerable Moggallana.
Moggallana's story. Who wants to tell Moggallana's story? Huh? Jadi Chayo.
Yeah,
Mogg-
okay. Yeah. Mod
Moggallana's story.
Kalyana. Yeah, according to the Moggallana story in the Tripitaka, or it was been told in the life story of Mahamud Kalyana, that in his past life he was a layman, and then he was looking towards his parents, father and mother, very well. And what happened was, father and mother, his parents, searched for a girl to marry with him, and actually he didn't accept to the father and their parents what they said to married. And then not only for one time, two time, for many times, and then he agreed to marry with that girl. And then what happened was, when they began to live their life, and then just like uh, or what his wife, she began to do naughty things with his parents, with his father and mother, just like not working what he should to do, not serving to his father and mother, and do many other bad things. And whenever he went outside to work, and then inside, she always uh, just like doing bad things many times, not only one time, many times. And then what happened was, when his husband come back to the home, she just saw that she is serving to his parents very well. And then just like she began to dislike her father and mother. And then she told to her husband that, I am very disliked with your parents. I think we should uh, go, and just like they made a plan to throw their parents, not to live together. And so the her husband made a plan that we will make a plan to go to meet our cousin in the another country, and then in the middle of the way we will do like this, and then when they made a plan, and then her husband is agree with that plan, and then Maha, and then he uh, went with his parents, father and mother, in the middle of the way, and then said to his father and mother. At that time, his father and mother, both of them, is very old. And then what happened was he began to say that, father and mother, please stay here for a little bit. I will go uh, for something nearby here, and then I will come back again. And then at that time, just like he made a plan, just like he became a robbery man, thief, just like wearing a black, some kinds of black things inside his head, and holding the stick or something like that, uh, weapon, and then shouting like a robber, and saying that I came here to rob you, in the another voice. And then his father and mother was very afraid. Still then, both of them are worried about their son very much. So they both were shouting that, son, don't come here, don't come here. Here is a robbery is going on. If you come here, you will be killed by him. So don't come here. Run away from here, shouting like that. And actually, when at that time he was not listening what his father and mother saying. He just take out his weapon and beat both of them, hitting both of them very badly. And because of that unwholesome action, when he died, and then because of that action, he be to the hill. So this is the past life action that he did, Mahamod Kalyana. And so this is one of the, we said that Matu Khata or Pitu Khata, or in Pali it's called the very biggest unwholesome deeds. It will block the heaven and block the nibbana. So this is a short story.
That Moggallana, did he kill them?
Actually, there was two similar stories. Somewhere it's told that actually Mahamud Kalyana in the past life he killed his father and mother, and in another story that said when his father and mother is getting heated by that robbery, actually his own son, and then they began to shout that, son, don't come here, don't come here, because the robbery is going to kill us and will kill you too, so don't come here, run away, run away. And then he began to realize that what I'm doing, this is a bad karma, I'm hitting my own father and mother. And because of that, he realized that he is doing unwholesome deed, and then again he stopped hitting his father and mother. And then they went back to the home again, and he took care of his father and mother.
Is there any other story that related to Pitu Ghat?
Pitu Khata, yeah, about the Ajat Satru.
Can you tell?
About the Ajat Satru, actually, at that time, the king Bimbisar was ruling in the kingdom called Magadha, and he have one son called Ajat Satru. And then actually he got a bad friend, and that's a Devadatta. And actually that Devadatta guide to the wrong, lead to the wrong path. So he want to become a king, and he want the power from his father. So actually what happened was the prince Ajat Satru, he just captured his father and put into the jail. And then again there are many deep stories inside it. Actually in the story it has been called that he even caught his father's leg, not cutting the whole leg, but just like the uh, fat how feet. Yeah. He called to his men to cut his feet. Actually, he has a King Bimbisar has a lots of faith in the Lord Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. And even when he was captured in the jail, put into the jail, and he was doing the walking meditation inside the jail, and because of knowing that his son even cut his feet, and again not giving the food like that. And actually, at that time, King Bimbisar's uh, wife, she really very helped to him, just like due to his son, uh, Ajatsatru is not letting her or him to eat anything, no food, nothing. So she was just like uh, hiding some food with her, and giving to the King Bimbisara, even the just like giving uh, honey. She just put in her body, and took the honey to the King Bimbisara. And later on, even he is not letting his mother to go to the jail. And after that, what happened was there was a little bit interesting story that the king uh, Ajat Satru, he has already become a king now, and then he is going to have one son that time, and he was very happy at that time. And then what happened was his mother came to that place and said that, do you remember that when you are a small, your father really, actually at that time he was very little, and some kinds of disease in his head when he was a little prince, when he born Ajatsatru. And then he has a little disease in his hand. It makes him very uh, it makes him very suffered from that disease, and he was crying very loudly. And when the king Bimbisara knows that his son is sick, or having this disease, he put that little prince finger on his mouth, just like when it is being put into the mouth, then it will be just like be cured, or sometimes because of the heat of the inside the mouth, it is be uh, uh, it is just like being cured. And so when the king is putting his son's finger in his mouth, and then the little boy was very quiet. He was not shouting or crying anymore. And when the king Bimbisara saw realized that if I took out his finger from the mouth, he will cry again, he will suffer again. So he is putting that little prince finger in his mouth until the ฝีนี่เรียกว่าอะไรครับอาจารย์ ฝีมันเป็นฝีในมือนะครับ
pimple.
No. There was a little pimple in his finger. So when the king is putting the little prince finger in his mouth, and the pimple is actually cracked, and then it is actually cured because of the king was looking that little prince because he liked him very much. And then when the queen told that story, actually he was very one side he is very happy because his son is born, and another side he is very sad because he have done the bad things with his father. He has put on inside the jail and not giving any food, and even he cut his feet, and again after that he realized that he has done bad things, and then he told to his men to free from the jail King Bimbisara, who is inside the jail. And when the men went to the to free the King Bimbisara, actually he already died. So because of that unwholesome deed, at last actually he was going to the deepest hell, but due to he have served to the Lord Buddha and the Sangayana, first Sangayana, because of that good deeds, he went to the another hell, not so deeper hell, just like the Devdatta, but into the what is that Sanchivana? ไม่ใช่ Sanchivana.
Okay.
So this was the story.
What about Arahanta Kata? Anyone remember Arahanta Kata?
Arahanta Kata. Is there some story about the Arahanta Kata?
There's one which is nun, Upalavarna.
She wasn't killed though.
Oh, yeah. She wasn't killed. Technically wasn't.
Yeah, she wasn't been killed.
Who is then? Anyone who killed?
There is the similar story, but actually it is not the man who killed the Arahant, but it's animal who killed the Arahant.
Oh yeah, the Bahia.
Yeah, Bahia. There are many more. But I have a little question about that too, and maybe at that time it has been told that Bahia Daruchiriya past karma, that he have done all unwholesome deed, and because of that unwholesome deed, in this life he has getting that karma fruition, and because of that there was just like a deity, yakshini deities, just like เข้าสิงนี่ทำยังไงอาจารย์เข้าสิง possessed to the one cow, and then that cow ran very fastly and get hidden by its horn, and because of that situation, because of that karma, and then he died actually. But I haven't heard about the man who killed the Arahant. maybe another one is that just like the Muhammad Kalyana, the orders just like the robbery or some kinds of other sasana come to hit the Muhammad Kalyana. And because of that, that's also the old past karma too.
No idea.
Is there any other similar stories?
Never come across like that. It's like we don't see any on. I don't see any example for that Arhat Takahata.
No.
Huh?
Not humans, yeah.
There are like one who killed suicide, but not somebody killed him. Maybe this is a hypothesis.
No idea.
Maybe this is just given an example that if one commits this, then the consequences will be gravely. So we do not see any example.
I mean, Arahants won't get into conflicts anyway, so it's unlikely to happen.
Killed by animal. There's one killed by animal. Two.
Disease.
Yeah, maybe the good. That is the main similar story will be the Muhammad Kalyana. Yeah, because of his abilities that he can go to visit the heaven and hell, and he bring the news from the heaven and hell to his relatives, and because of his action, all have a faith on the triple gems, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and lots of devotees is following the path of the spiritual life, and due to that, the many other people knock out of the sasana. They don't dislike Mahmoud Kalyana, and because of that, they were waiting for the chance to just like kill him. And actually, when the Mahmoud Kalyana was sitting or living in the jungle, there was a little hut, and then he was sitting inside the hut, and then many other just like bad people come with a plan to kill him. And before they reached to the hut, and then he realized first, Mahmoud Kalyan realized first that someone is coming to hit me or to kill me. And so because of that, he used his supernatural power to go from that place. Yeah, so, and then for the first time, second time, he realized that the people are coming, and then for the third time, he checked with his supernatural power that why they are coming again and again, and then he know with his power that, oh, this is my old karma, now it's coming for giving a fruition. At this time, I cannot hide, or I cannot
escape.
I cannot escape from that old karma. And then he accepted that karma, and so because of that, his past karma, and then he was being beaten. He was being hidden by those bad people, and because of that, when he got hit, and then his all bone inside uh, was cracked, uh, and actually they all think that now the Mahamud Kalyan is gone, he's dead. And then actually at the time he wasn't dead. He went to the Dibesh Chana, Fort Chana, and just like the broken bones began to once again saman เรียกว่าอะไรอาจารย์สมานกระดูกมันเชื่อมต่อกัน
Coming together.
Yeah, and once again the bond his bond coming together, and then he went to the Lord Buddha to told that I'm going to attend Nibbana. And then Lord Buddha asks, where are you going to attend the Nibbana? And he said the Kala Sila. He replied to Lord Buddha, I'm going to attend Nibbana at a place called Kala Sila. And after that, actually the Lord Buddha told him to give a preach for a last time and show the supernatural power to all the devotees, and then he did what the Lord Buddha told, and then after that he went to the Kalasila and attend and Nibbana at that place.
That's Arhata card. But we don't have any other example apart from that one. But we hear mostly saying that is the consequences of killing their parents, rather than seeing that someone who killed him went into a deep hell. We do not hear about them who killed the Moggallana.
Yeah, actually it was been told in the story that when after that that situation what happened, that then those bad people just like were celebrating that now the Mahamud Kalyani is already dead, and they were happy with that. And then when they were celebrating drinking alcohol, such kinds of things, then just like they began to fight with each other and began to shout that, yeah, we killed the Mahamud Kalyani, just like that. And then
that they killed one another. Yeah.
And just like they were being cast, and just like when they died, they went to the hill.
Okay.
Is it in the same Mahapadana? What's it called? In the Sutta Pitaka for the Arahants backstories?
Jatakas.
No, before the Jatakas. About the Arahants. Like they're talking about the Arahants' past lives and origin stories. Mahapadana, right? It's in the Kuttaka Nikaya. Let me see.
Not sure.
Yeah, actually, I think it's related to the old karma. And I remember one of the another story in the Dhammapada, that the Pacceka Buddha was just like actually been not actually the killed. The one of the boy, he used his ability to throw the stone, and then he want to check that, oh, I do have a expert in the throwing the stone. these kinds of aperture. I want to check with the Pateka Buddha, private Buddha. And so he used his technique to throw that stone in the air of the Pateka Buddha, private Buddha. And so because of his own wholesome deed, the private Buddha saw that now I'm not living for a long time, and now I have to attain the Nibbana. And then he went to the Nibbana because he was very get suffered from that unwholesome deed that man did. And then when the Pateka Buddha when attained the Nibbana, and then because of his unwholesome deed, he went to the hell too.
So, see, in here, in the Theravada, it says that he killed his parents.
That's why Niro said some say not and some says yes. Apadana says killed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. I've never read the full story. It says, depending on some evil friends overpowered by lust and anger, bring cruel murder I slew, my mother and my father too. In whichever womb I'm reborn, in hell or else among animals, since I possess the bad kamma, I get murdered, head split open. This is the final time for me. My last rebirth is proceeding, and also here, like that, for me, a time for getting killed will be. Binding myself to solitude, fond of samadhi meditation, knowing well all the defilements, I am now undefiled.
Doesn't say.
This is
Doesn't say about killers. Okay. Anyway, now the fourth one, Lohitupada. Now, you want to tell?
sorry.
Lohitupada, causing a Buddha to bleed, or even a blood clot.
When,
Devadatta.
when Devadatta hit the rock and the splinter broke off and hit his foot. Um, it says he was bleeding, but there's a popular belief Buddha can't bleed. I don't know about this, but anyway, he was. It's a kind of wound that would drive someone crazy with pain and suffering, but the Lord Buddha didn't suffer from it, and he just calmly folded up his robes, laid down, and rested. And, there's a sutta called the Sakalika Sutta where the Devas are praising this great bull of a man, elephant of a man, and so on. So anyway, it was at this moment that Devadatta was dragged into the deepest hell of Avicii. On top of the Girikut, vulture speak, Gijikut, Gijikutti,
Krichikuti.
Gijikutti, yeah.
Okay, so that is a Lohitupada, and consequences of that, he went into the deep hell. He even had a problem with his own. So he had a blood vomiting before he died. Yeah? Now Sangha Beda, again, the Devadatta story. Okay, how he caused the Sangha Beda.
Didn't a few other guys try to do it, but didn't succeed in the time of the Buddha?
Yeah.
Even after, I mean, but
Okay. Story of a venerable Devadatta separated the Sangha. Hmm?
Venerable Devadatta separate the Sangha because he was very uh, jealous with the Lord Buddha, and maybe because of his past life, he has done many all wholesome deed, and he has take a vow that in every life, then I will come and take a revenge with you. Maybe because of that, and even in this life, he born as a cousin of the Lord Buddha, and even he was very jealous of with the Lord Buddha, and even when he become a monk, and then he was thinking that I want to become a I want to become a Buddha and lead uh, all the monks, bhikkhu sangha, and because uh, and because of the because of the guna virtue of the Lord Buddha, there were lots of disciples that have a lots of faith in the Lord Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. So many disciples did not followed the Devadatta, and some were maybe the new monks. They didn't know the path, truth path, or they didn't get a good friend. Because of that, they went to the Devadatta, just like taking a refuge to the Devadatta, and then and and then again, it has been told in the story that the Devadatta made a very strict rules, just like not eating the meat, only sitting under the trees, such kinds of very strict rule that to show that I am very, uh, I'm I'm very good in the practice. If someone can practice like this, then just like the arhat or something like that. So he want to show, and and requested Lord Buddha to accept his rules, but the Lord Buddha didn't accept his that rules he told, and so because of that also, he was very angry with the Lord Buddha, and then he took some of the monks and separated the sangha, and he began to just like the do same like a Buddha, just like he went to sleep and then told other monks to preach the bhikkhu sangha. And what happened was, actually Lord Buddha know that who went with the Devdatta, they were new monks, and then if they will be with the Devdatta and they will lost a part of the Nibbana. And so he told to the Sariputta and the Mahamod Kalyana to go uh, to the where the Devdatta was staying at the temple. And then when the Devdatta saw the Sariputra and Mahamod Kalyana, he was very happy. Oh, even the Sariputra and Mahamod Kalyana came uh, to my side. That will be great, and I will take a rest. And then I told them to preach the new monks, the Bhikkhu Sangha, who are following with me. And then when he was sleeping, actually there was another monk, the best friend of the Devdatta. His name is Kokalika. He was telling to the Devdatta that don't believe to the Sariputra and Mahamod Kalyana. If you believe them, then you will just like lost everything what you have now. And then actually Devdatta do not believe to the Kokalika. And then in the other side, Mahamod Kalyana and Sariputra was preaching to all those new monks, and then new monks began to realize that we are on the wrong path, and so they accepted to the refuse to take a refuse the Lord Buddha Dhamma and Sangha. They went back to the Buddha, and when the Devdatta awake and say there is no monks left. Only the Kokalika is left. And the Kokalika said, I have already told you, right? Do not believe on the Sariputra and Muhammad Kalyan. And because of the Kokalika's anger to the Devdatta, he kicked the Devdatta. And just like the Ajahn Susan said that before, at that time when he got kicked, actually he vomit as a blood too. And then even when he died at the last time, actually he have already realized that, oh, I have done many bad things, just like he attempted to kill the Lord Buddha many times. He sent a elephant called Nalagiri, and again he was throwing the stone from the mountain to kill the Lord Buddha, and Sangha Bheda, many bad things on all some deeds. And then lastly he realized, and he want to do good, and he want to get a forgiveness from the Lord Buddha. And then and then uh, and then when he was coming back, actually Lord Buddha knows that he will not reach to me. Actually he was outside of the Jetwan temple, and Lord Buddha was inside the Jetwan temple. And Lord Buddha told to his disciple that actually Devdatta is coming to meet me, but he will not get the chance to meet me. Before he come to meet me, he will be in the hill. He will just like, it's called drag to the hill, the hole in the earth. Mm-hmm. And then before he died, actually he just prays or pray to the Lord Buddha that he have what kinds of unwholesome deed he have done. May Lord Buddha forgive me, and I am giving a dana as my just like what tit to the Lord Buddha. And because of that, he done a good deeds in the last before he died, and it has been told that he will be born as a Pacheka Buddha called Athisara in the future. So, and then when he died, he actually went to the hill, the best hill.
Okay, so we studied, we heard so many stories, at least 5 stories related to the Anantariya kamma. So we are learning about Anantariya kamma. And Anantariya kamma is 5 deeds, immediate and heaviest result. So the question is, why do you think that these are the 5 actions once you have done, there is an immediate result will come and the heaviest. Immediate and heaviest. Why do you think? Why it is the immediate and heaviest?
Because it's Anantariya kamma.
Okay. Simple. Okay. Any other thoughts? Immediate and heaviest result. Why do you think that, like in a death moment, when someone is going to die, will be a kamma and a kamma nimitta and a gati nimitta. So in the kamma nimitta, it says first kamma that we will be listening, or we will be seeing, is the Anantariya kamma. So that's why. Why is that? Rather than the Janaka kamma or the habitual kamma that we normally do every day. Rather than that, why it is this Anantariya kamma that we hear or that we come across at the kamma nimitta.
Kamma nimitta, because it is very heavy.
Yeah.
And the kamma is very heavier than the other karma.
Psychological effect.
Yeah. So psychological psychological and any other. Why do you think? There must be a reason behind it. Otherwise, Buddha will not say that this is Anantariya kamma. There must be some other reasons. And the way, I think somewhere I've written here, so this is the three kammas, yeah, the result of the kamma, which classifies according to the time of the ripening. Okay, so there's a time of a ripening the kamma or take effects. The one is Dittha Dhamma Vedaniya Kamma. Yeah. And the second way is Upapacha Vedaniya Kamma. And then a third, Aparapariya Vedaniya Kamma. Now, Dittha Dhamma Vedaniya Kamma is experienced here and now and immediately effective. Okay? So this is coming from now Dittha Dhamma Vedaniya Kamma. Anantariya Kamma is here. Then we will receive it. And this is again is because the mind has got the unwholesome state that hasn't got any kusala dhammas. Now look at this 5 ways. So here is because of the qualities of each and every one. Qualities of all 5
Victims.
victims. Because of they are so what's called great in their virtue, and they have done or they are doing for the greater virtue, a greater benefit of human beings or beings, and as a result of that, this is becomes the first one. And then in the Kamma Vibhanga Sutta, yeah, and according to the Kamma Vibhanga Sutra, whoever has got the more qualities, and then if you commit killing them, then the result is more greater. Yeah? So that similar way in a Kamma Vibhanga Sutta, Dakina Vibhanga Sutta is talking about if you give to an animal, the giving is less meritorious than a giving to the Sangha, which has got the monk, which has got the Buddha as the main or the head, and it has got a more merit. So there's a degree of the action speaks. Yeah, so that's why, based on the qualities, uh, if you commit, then it has got more result. The result will be more effective than any other ones. So you want to say?
Sure.
Yeah. Similar way, we normally have a belief that if we build a temple, if we participate on actively participating on someone's ordination, uh, these will give the result, and that's because a mind is a kusala, yeah? And that kusala is so heavy that that person is always thinking about it, yeah? So in order to commit on these, so always there is a chetana, right? And a great chetana there, and this is the akusala chetanas, and it's called akusala chetasikas, full of akusala chetasikas, and with that, well, every action becomes heavier.
So, see, in regards to this, like, what does perception matter? Like, if you don't know this is your parent, or don't know another aunt, how is that any like, is it any different from just normal leader? If you don't know, so like, say you've been estranged from your parents since birth, you have no idea who these people are,
Mm.
so you have no sort of connection in that way,
Mm.
and you kill them.
Mm.
How is that different from any other murder?
I don't know.
Only a
Right?
Buddha can figure out the workings of
Yeah,
karma, right?
yeah. I don't know. Right? The result of karma will be there of a killing, but not knowing that they are your parents, then it's like Angulimala is about to go and kill his own mother,
Mm.
uh, like because Angulimala didn't know
Mm.
that she was his mother, and then the Buddha went and saved from committing that Anantariya kamma, which will prevent, despite of the capability of Angulimala to attain. Uh,
Mm.
so Buddha went and saved him from that committing.
So do you think there is, even though like there is no perception of mom or something like that,
Mm.
there is a small fraction that does know, like it's just hidden out by all the moha and by the hindrances, but there is a knowledge there that this is my mother, like which
I
is
think
not on
in
the surface.
Angulimala's sense, I think Angulimala doesn't know, but Angulimala's mother knows he is my son.
Mhm. Mhm.
Actually,
So there
uh,
is interaction between the two karmas.
Ah.
So that would take it away from the realm of purely psychological.
Hmm. Interesting.
yeah, Chan. Actually, I found a really very interesting story, past story about Angulimala too. Uh-huh. Actually, as Achan told that uh, actually Angulimala is going to kill his own mother, but the Lord Buddha came and just like lead to the right path, and because of that karma, he he is success to achieve in the highest goal of the Buddhism and become a arahantship. And actually, in the past life, in the Dhamma, uh, Dhamma teaching of the Raja Brahmayan, Lompa Lisidindam,
Mm.
he told that in the past life of the Mahamud and of the Angulimala, he become as a wild buffalo.
Mm.
And then what happened was because of the wild buffalo, he has a lots of pride with him. And whenever he went to the village, and then he just like wants to fight with the other domestic buffalo. Mhm. and then because of that that action, actually the villagers don't like the wild buffalo, and then they planned, all the villagers plans to kill this wild buffalo. And then one day they were preparing and making a plan to kill the buffalo, and then actually the wild buffalo came to their village, and then they all made a plan and helped to kill that wild buffalo. Actually, there were all there, the villagers were 1,000 people. uh and just like the karma, because of that past karma, they killed the wild buffalo, and before he was being killed, that he take a vow that in the next life, then just like you all together made a plan to kill me, then another next life I will kill you too, all of you too. Uh, so because of that action, and then the karma follows life and life and come to this life, and the fruition was given in this life.
So that's he intentionally made a vow. That's why it's stuck in him.
Yeah.
I have
So
hypothesis.
now the question arise here, Achan. So just like I have told 2-3 stories before too, that uh, some Arhat monks was being killed by the animals, and some was being killed by the bad person or the bad people. And do they have a karma or not? Do they have to have a fruition of that karma or not? Because even the just like the cow who hit the Bahia Daruchiria, actually it was an animal, and then he just hit that Bahia Daruchiria because of the unwholesome action in the past of the Bahia Daruchiria.
So that's like determinism. It's like he had no choice then, the cow.
He had a choice.
There is always a choice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
always. But he
there is
committed.
a
So
result.
because of that action that that cow has done, the consequences is there. Yeah, the consequences that a cow has to accept. So it will take the reaction of that, which is no escape from any action that intentionally done, and particularly in that case, this cow has got a lot of hate, anger. So definitely the result of it will be there.
Like animals,
Don't forget that actually that cow was not a cow.
I was possessed.
Yeah.
So,
It
but
was
again,
possessed by a deity.
if that cow was possessed and a cow was acting as just a vehicle, then cow hasn't got any, because a cow hasn't got the intention. So when there is no intention, cow is not responsible of the effect. But a possessed one, that one will be receiving the result.
The yakini, yeah.
Yakini will be the person who responsible for that action, not the cow.
And
Yeah.
there was another question arise, Achan, because the Yakshini, before he become a Yakshini, she was a girl, and then actually the past life of the Bahia Daruchiria, actually in the past life it has been called that the woman at that life is a prostitute woman, and the Bahia Daruchiria and other 3 friends, maybe 2 or 3 friends, they just made a plan to be with that prostitute woman, and then actually they planned that after having something with that prostitute woman, they will give her money. And then what happened was they changed their plan, and then just like they take a chance with that prostitute woman first, and then they killed her too. And before she died, she make a vow again that in the next life I will come and revenge you, all of you.
Yeah, so that's fine. She came and she committed. So that means she will be the responsible for killing Bahia, but Bahia hasn't got nothing to do with it.
So, so
So
he.
actually, sorry for actually
I saw the another point of the view, Achan, and just like here is a one word called karma, and the another one is vera, what we call in the English, Achan, vera.
Revenge.
Yeah, there is a two word. One is the revenge, and another one is the karma.
That's same.
Is that
That's a
same?
that's a vipaka. Vera is a vipaka.
Mm.
Uh, there was a actually I think it will be the interesting topic, Ajahn, because I have lots of question on this too. Actually, I read uh, just like the life history of the Ajahn Raja Brahmayana. He was a very famous monk in the Thailand, and actually Ajahn knows that he has a supernatural power, just like the Manomayiti,
Yeah.
just like a mind power, like that. And that in his life story here, it has been told that he always go and meet the Lord Buddha every day, every night, whenever he want.
Mm.
And then there was a one story told by the Lompa that uh, one time he was meditating, then he saw the Lord Buddha named Dipankara Buddha.
Mm.
uh, I, I'm not sure it's that deep, but it's just like about his past life. That he was born as a one man in the name Buddha called a Dipankar Buddha, and then just like he has lots of follower at that life, and he was just like doing a unwholesome deed, just like hunting the animals. And at that time, the Lord Buddha saw in his just like a when he was saying that only today whom should he go and preach and teach the Dhamma, and then he saw the one man, and that is Lompo Lompo Lisidingdam in his past life, and then he saw that, oh okay, now he is doing unwholesome deed. If he do again and again, then just like he is making a new karma. And so the Lord Buddha went to that place and went to preach. Actually, he called him a son, you should not do the bad karma again and again, because how many animals or the living beings you have killed. It just like you have make a vera revenge. uh, he have killed you before in the past life, and now in this life you are killing them again and again. So now it's over. So now if you kill again to the new animal, that will be the new karma.
Mm. So that's why whenever you make a vow, then that becomes the Veda.
So
You
Devadatta.
are, huh?
So Devadatta as well.
Yeah, Devadatta and so many other stories. So the moment where you're intentionally making that I'm coming back to hurt you, so you're intentionally making that revenge, Vera, as a consequence or vipaka, which you will be the responsible to commit that. That is for sure. So that's why kamma and avera is in a way the same. Yeah, karma is something that you have acted, anything that you have done, and because of the vow that you have taken, so there's a mentally making of that is you are doing something. Uh, so you're taking it, and the vipaka will come. The result you will come, and you will have to react on that.
The the workings of kamma is so complex. It's not like one thing. It's a matrix.
Yeah. That's
So
why Buddha said we can't
yeah,
comprehend. We can just make a sense of it.
I was thinking about Angulimala
Yeah.
killing his mom would be Anantariya Papa Karma, even though he's basically out of his mind. So he has no perception of mom or not, just a finger, right?
Yeah.
But even if before he kills, he doesn't have this, maybe he could put the soul, maybe he could come to his senses after
Possibly. Yeah.
and then realize and then wouldn't be able to. So like even
Perhaps when mother is approaching Angulimala,
Mm.
she probably will say, "Oh, my son,
Mm.
why you are trying to kill me?"
Yeah.
And suddenly the conscious comes, and then, "Oh, why I'm killing my mother?"
Yeah.
And by the time when he realizes it's too late,
Too late. Yeah.
possibly those, perhaps, but not sure.
Uh, even even with killing the mom and like not knowing, like
Mm.
let's say the hypothesis of the story of the adopted child not
Mm.
knowing.
Mm-mm.
So like if okay maybe it's fine, but then in a let's say perceiving nibbana and starting to meditate and you start getting past life memories and you see this happen, but then you do have the knowledge,
Mm-mm.
then that becomes
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
huge obstacle, and then you get affected by it. It's like
That's in a deeper meditation later.
like a hidden gem, sort of, not a gem, terrible.
Charcoal.
Yeah, charcoal. So it's like the workings of karma are so complicated.
Yeah.
Like,
Possible. Yeah, that could be. Because when he is killing, he knows that he has killed.
mm,
And with the meditation, definitely you will be going back. And something that's stuck to it, you will be seeing that deeper. And then you realize that you suddenly realize, oh, that's my mom.
yeah, I can
And
remember.
then suddenly this grabs you.
That's it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that could be possible as well. Yeah.
So
So,
many
yeah,
possibilities.
because we don't know. That's why we can make any different ideas based on what we know, what we
Yeah,
think.
just speculation, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's why this is the reason that the most that I can think of is because of their qualities. That they are so respectful and they have been doing so much good work, and that's why if we commit that, then our mind will be more attached to that one, and then definitely, killing these, it, it is a big story, and in order to commit that, you do have to have a lots of the dosa chittas, yeah? Dosa chitta, uh, and also moha chitta as well. So because of that, uh, engraved in your mind, that will come for the first, when the ripening time comes. Okay? And this ripening time, that's why it says it will be the first to occur in our minds in the kamma nimitta moment of before that we are going to uh, this patisandi, yeah? So chuti chitta. So that moment, then it will grasp the gati, and then that leads to the chuti, and then after chuti, then the patisandi takes place. So that is the most difficult, difficult, or sorry, most effective and immediate one, and that's why it's become the heaviest. We will forget everything, and that's our. And here this is saying, 5 deeds result in the heaviest consequences immediately upon death. Yeah, so that will be the first thing to remember or get it. The person will go to the lowest level of the realms as well. Yeah, lowest realm. And this is considered the worst of all karma, with the result immediately as soon as one dies. If you do not wish to touch upon the subject of the heaven and hell realms in the cycle of reincarnation, you can instead think about the heavenly or hellish state of mind. Having committed one of such violent and immoral crimes, a Buddhist can certainly feel like a fire burning in his or her heart. After committing, you will be always on fire, always feeling guilty and repenting and feeling sorry and sadness. Yeah? And because of this, continuously having that thought, it is the main reason why at the deathbed we will be thinking of those committed actions. Mhm. So this is, yeah, okay. This is what we are talking here. Uh-huh.
Stop trying to think too much about kamma. It just gives me a headache. All I know is I do believe it, and it is causing benefits, so I stick to it.
Okay. Okay, we will further on. Then next session we will talk about the two different kammas, karma and kamma. I want to know the difference. Okay, so because we have touched on a kamma, I think we will spend few days discussing on the kamma, which
Interesting.
is quite a difficult one, but we will try to understand. But if you have Abhidhamma knowledge, then you will be talking about all the chitta mamakas and the chittas, how chitta works, and what happens in bhavanga chittas, and what happens in the waking chittas, and you will be able to explain in detail that. And sometimes just mind blowing. And is it possible like that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we will stop here. Then why it gives the first result, and this is from Ditta Dhamma Vedaniya Kamma. Because of that, so this gives us a first effective, so first result. Okay, and there is another Upapajja Vedaniya Kamma and Apara Vedaniya Kamma. So these are like any kamma that we have done with our intention, we have to receive the result of it. Okay, so this is, and so we will spend some time, and now in this case we have a lot of stories to tell, and I hope to hear some stories. Okay, either about the Buddha or about the Jataka stories. So we will end here. Okay. Any stories, anything anybody wants to share? You're welcome.
Next time, Acha. Story.
Okay. Right. Okay then. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Okay.
See you.
Next time is on